back, guys, to the AoT Chronicles, an Attack on Titan podcast, and I'm your host, Chad.
And I am your other host, Ronnie, a.k.a. the Jet Zeppelin.
The Jet Zeppelin, yeah. I've heard approximately 0 people call him that, and
a.k.a. the Patio Prince.
And I'm a.k.a. Crooked Stevens.
By the way, I didn't like how you said my name wrong. It's the Jet Zeppelin, not the Jed Zeppelin. I'm not ripping off Led Zeppelin. I am... You see what I'm kind of doing there?
Yeah.
It's like I'm a jet, but I'm also not afraid to slow down, take my time like a Zeppelin.
They call me ABCD.
After Season 3, Episode 20, we said more people should use the word Zeppelin, so that's what I'm doing. What are we here to do tonight, Chaz?
Talk about the show, Attack on Titan, the Attack on Titan Chronicles podcast. I'm your host, Chad.
And once again, I am your host, Ronnie the Jet Zeppelin. In particular...
That's such a silly question for you to ask. We're actually, in particularly, talking about Season 4 preview.
The Season 4 preview, yes. It is here, folks. We're there.
I am hyped, okay? We're taping this on a Friday night. Apparently, Sunday morning.
Yeah, break it down.
Okay, let's break it down,
we've been saying
guys.
December 7th, which is a Monday here in the U.S.
Okay, it is December 7th. December 7th, Japanese time, okay? So you know what that means? We are on the eastern coast of the United States of America.
Everyone pull out your notepads.
Yep.
Chaz is getting ready to drop some time zone knowledge for you guys.
All right, guys. We are on the eastern time zone of the United States of America, specifically in the southeastern region. We will be getting it at December the 6th.
All right, so this might change. I want to go ahead and put this out front just for people who are looking for it. You know, the past 3 seasons when we started doing this, it's just kind of been a race to this point. So I've just been dropping episodes just whenever I feel like it, whenever I can. Going to be more on a schedule now. So I think right now what we're hoping to do is, because, it's Sunday, we're chilling anyway. We're going to wake up, watch the episode.
Sunday fun day. And
then we'll either watch it again, take some notes, record the podcast on Sunday night, or maybe, in particular cases, it might be pushed back to like Monday.
Yeah. I do know that the first time watching it, almost every episode, I probably will get very emotional, so I can't take notes when I'm super emotional.
Yeah, I mean it's our job, so literally we've got to be detailed as hell.
I just want to say this, guys. I am going to be a wreck this season. If it is anything like anyone is saying, I will be spewing water out of my eyes.
We have so many manga people up in our email, thepodcastchronicles@gmail.com. I kind of slurred over that word. It was thepodcastchronicles@gmail.com.
Please like us on YouTube.
And I just feel like they're poking fun at us, man. They're laughing at us because we are just like...
I'm sure we've said really stupid stuff that in the future does not come true.
Oh, that's the thing. We've barely even gotten into predictions since we're like non-spoiler. We're going to be making such asses of ourselves from this point forward, now that we can freely speculate on anything that goes on in the show. They're going to be laughing at us. So we're literally going to be, it's like we're going to be on a railroad track just staring at a train coming straight for us. It's going to be bad.
You know what I have for us, now that you mentioned that we did not talk about in the last episode? We should totally do our top 5 characters of Season 3, Part 2 right now.
You're right.
Get that out of the way.
We go ahead and do that out of the way. You want to start?
Yeah, do you want to go switching off from I start at 5 and then go to you?
Yeah, let's do our regular 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So number 5, I'm going to go with Bertolt Hoover.
Oh, nice. Okay.
He made a great cameo this season. I'm going to say this before we get any further. I really want to see a little backstory on this guy, but him just showing some resolve and then nuking everyone... God, I fucking love it.
Yeah, Bert stepped up there at the end. Real quick, I do want to say, quick pause. We have actually purchased some new microphones in anticipation for covering Season 4.
We have. Thank you guys for the donations.
There have been no donations. This was our hard-earned money from you selling your body, of course.
Yep.
And... We promised you guys that we were going to see where this goes. So also the audio might might be even worse than it has been in the past, just because we're kind of still figuring these things out. We're not very... It's not like we're running a studio here. We're kind of
so many Chads running around,
making it up as we go along. And so just want to let you guys know, we're reinvesting in the pod. That's how much we believe in it.
And that's how much we love you guys. It's not even about, like, us just doing this. We just have so many people emailing us at this point that
we're trying to provide as much quality as possible.
And we know during these tough COVID times that any pick me up.
Corey V, don't call it that.
COVID, sorry. Yeah, Corey V.
He's got the world by the balls. So Ronnie's number 5. I think I'm going with... Man, I kind of want to go with Bert too.
Let's go do it, dude.
I'm gonna sneak Bird. I think you nailed it with that one. I'm going Bird.
Yeah, I mean, I really thought that he just stepped up huge, and especially in that episode where he nukes everyone.
Yeah.
I mean, him saying that no one's in the wrong, but he still just has to do this. I thought that was just perfect for his character.
No, I agree for sure.
Especially what we find out in episode 20 and 21 that. These warriors are literally like trained kids.
Right.
So it's like he didn't know what he was even getting into, and he just accepts it in the end.
So that moves us on to number 4.
Number 4, I'm going to go with Levi.
Oh, okay.
I mean, Levi versus the Beast Titan. What else do I have to say?
And then I'm going number 4 as Aaron.
Good choice.
Yeah. We're going to have a lot of conversations about Aaron tonight.
Yeah.
He's kind of all over the place as a character, especially I feel like going into season 4. But he made some plays there, especially as far as he just seems like he's more experienced. He's not having to bite himself 500 times to turn into a Titan. He kind of knows how that works. He's got the whole hardening thing down to a science, it seems like.
Yeah, I think he's great at hardening, no homo. And then I'm going to go with number 3, Armin.
Yes, of course.
Obviously, Armin, torching himself to death. What a way to go out, even though he didn't go out.
Right.
And, yeah, dude, Travis, I just wanted to say this. Travis happened to walk by. We're actually I'll go ahead and say this right now. Normally, we're in my estates.
Right, your penthouse.
My penthouse. We're either in my penthouse or in my little side home. But I almost did that. I know. Well, there's a little splash of water.
All right, we got to break this down. Okay, guys,
I'm sorry. Ronnie, please explain.
Oh, my. First of all... So,
Ronnie, please explain what just happened.
This asshole over here...
Okay, don't call me that.
How many times... we all know him as the Notebook King. He's filled out 7 notebooks during the course of this podcast.
It's not as bad as it seems.
I always make fun of him for not having a laptop. Guess what this guy goes and does this past week? Not only did we buy $800 new microphones, he went and bought a new MacBook Air. All right?
Okay, you know what? I've gotten so many Venmos from this podcast.
He's got 0 Venmos. I don't know why he keeps saying that. But... So now, here's the second part of this.
Okay.
So I've got a shiny new MacBook Air staring at me.
Yep.
He's got a truly hard seltzer.
I'm drinking a lemonade black Truly. I'm a little tipsy right now. I'm not really... I've drank more than one. Well,
you're definitely tipsy.
I wouldn't say I'm tipsy, but I'm starting to become tipsy.
Well... You've drank 2 large beers at dinner.
It was just 2 Sweetwater, so that's nothing.
And then
a couple Trulies. I'm done with a couple Trulies. And I got to get my 3rd one here soon. I actually hope Travis comes back with another one. I got to text him.
But yeah, we got Travis. He's coming. This is just a very free-form podcast. We're here having fun. Who knows how long this will last. We're going to answer some of the questions that some people were nice enough to ask.
Okay, I got to... Let's go ahead and finish this top 5, then we can get in.
Because I got to get to this. So he was drinking a Truly. I'm looking at this very new laptop. You guys have probably heard it over the mics. He's picked it up and then put it back down no less than 47 times so far in this 10-minute podcast. And then he knocks it over to where if the Truly was filled up, which thank God it wasn't because he's taken 47 sips from it, would have spilled all over the keyboard of his brand new laptop. And I can't stress enough how much that would have just ruined this entire... This podcast would not be out because he would have gotten so mad.
I don't even know if I would have been mad, dude. I really don't. I don't.
He would have been so mad. We wouldn't have even been able to record this thing. Now,
I had a feeling once I put the Truly right beside my laptop that might happen. But
oh my
let's
God.
finish this top 5 and we can start fucking around.
So,
number 3 for you.
My number 3 is Levi.
Okay.
Don't do that.
I'm sorry.
I'm editing it out.
Yeah, you are, bitch.
Fucking disgusting. Don't do that. We're a fart podcast only. Yeah, so Levi. Just because all the reasons
just
you
Levi.
said.
Yeah.
I mean,
don't give an explanation.
What
That's
else?
cool.
I mean, what do I need to say? What do I need to say?
He's cool. He's a short
What
guy.
do I need to say that the people
He's
don't
got a
already
hog
know?
on him.
I mean, jeez.
Okay. Number 2, Grisha.
Wow.
He made a very short appearance, but I feel like his impact on the series is maximum level.
It is. No, that is for sure a good one. Hey, fuck Bert. Grisha's my number 5. Yeah.
Wait, you're number 5?
Yeah.
I thought you said Bert.
I know.
You said fuck Bert. Okay,
Right,
sorry.
right.
I thought you said something else. Yeah. Okay, that's a good one then. That's a good one. So now you're number 2.
My number 2 is where I have Armin. Armin is easily top 3 character for me of the whole show. Mm-hmm. I just like how he brings a different aspect to it. He's always thinking. And just his character development from the beginning of Season 1 to where we are now. Guys, Armin Arlert is the Colossal Titan.
Unbelievable.
Hilarious.
Okay, it was fucking absolutely hilarious when Bert was the Colossal Titan. Now we have Armin Arlert as the Colossal Titan.
I can't believe it.
I will say this too. Number 1, obviously Commander Erwin. Okay,
Yeah, I mean,
I'm a Commander Erwin stan. Beautiful, his speech and going out, riding to death, giving up on his dream, having Levi make the choice for him, could not have been any better of a moment. But I will say this: Armin being burnt to a crisp and having to choose between the two.
Right.
As much as Commander Erwin is my favorite character of the entire show, I wanted Armin to live. It was, just unbelievable. Armin is
how that works.
Yeah, it's unbelievable how that works.
And my number 1, of course, no surprise to anyone, is Flock. All right, so moving on to the next segment, we have. We can do your...
Oh my... Okay, no. We're not even moving on to the next segment. That's going to flow right into what I'm about to talk about.
Okay.
How much screen time is Sir Boy Flock getting in Season 4?
I'm so worried.
I know... Okay, so you think he's going to get a lot of screen time?
Yeah. Hey, what's going on, man? What you got going on over there?
Sorry. It's just my girlfriend just texting.
No, it wasn't.
It's my ex-girlfriend.
Okay, here's the thing about Flock. If they use him the right way, I don't think will be a bad character. He brings up good points. Remember, you have a mute button. And...
Oh, thanks for telling me.
Well, what was that? What just happened there? You want to walk me through that?
No, I don't.
And also pick which distance from the mic you would pick. You make it very hard.
All right, there we go.
Okay, that's good. But no, what do you think about Flock? Because you're, as we know, like Flock's biggest fan for some reason.
Dude, I have a bad feeling I'm going to end up liking Flock in Season 4. Okay? I say that. I know you make fun of me for saying I'm a Flock enthusiast, which I'm not. I'm really not. I think he's a coward, but he even admits himself that he's a coward. But in the end of Season 3, the only thing I liked about Flock was that when he called himself a coward and that even a piece of shit like him deserves to decide whether he has the right to die or not. That was the only thing I liked that he said.
Yeah, he would be great on the AoT Chronicles. I think we said this. He's very real. He knows who he is.
That's what this show needed. Flock sucks as a character, just as he's literally the guy at work that you're like, wow, I hope that guy doesn't come say hey to me.
Right.
He's that guy, but he is what is needed in the show.
Yeah.
He could be, and that could be anyone else, but it's Flock. It ended up being Flock.
So we'll see.
But I feel like he's gonna have Hopefully not a big part in season 4. People might be laughing right now, being like, "Wow, that guy is a huge part in season 4."
Yeah,
I hope he's not.
I mean, that's true.
But I could see him also dying in the very beginning.
If he just plays like here's the thing, Jean's still kind of Jean. He's still always kind of shitting on Aaron. But if he kind of takes on that role,
no, he won't. I'll come out and say this: Flock will not take that role. I don't know why I'm thinking that.
But what do you mean? You think he's going to be worse or?
Well, the way Aaron is at the end of the season, okay, not when they're picking between.
And I'm not saying on Aaron. If anyone, I think Flock's going to be more on Armin's ass. Just as a constant reminder.
There you go. That's what I meant. I feel like Aaron, he's not. Aaron is such in a depressive, like weird state that for some reason Flock will like that. It's just like. If Aaron was like he was in season 8 or in episode 18 when they were deciding between Armin and Erwin, when he was like crying and wanting Armin to live, Aaron is not that same person at the end of the season.
Yeah, I guess I would not be surprised if early on, like an early on episode when we get into whatever kind of action this season has in store for us, they've got kind of like this griping back and forth, and then something happens to where Flock's kind of brought into the group.
Okay.
That's kind of what I'm looking for, but...
Yeah, and hopefully he's not too big of a part because he's kind of a fucking douchebag.
Yeah. So now, let's get into this. We've got... I know you're very excited about this. New season means new music and new opening credits. First, let me ask this. Are you hoping for a more hyped or kind of a beautiful setting the tone of despair and hitting you in the feels kind of?
Do you want me to answer that question before I say which one is my favorite?
Yeah, I want you to answer that question first.
I want a hyped. The reason I want a hyped is because of the trailer. And not just because of the trailer, but because of the end of season 3 when Aaron says, if we kill all the enemies on the other side, will we finally be free? The reason I want a hyped is because we know war is about to happen. We don't know who's going to, insinuate the war. We don't know if Marley's going to come over to Eldia, to Island Paradise, and just straight up start bombing them, or if it's the other way around. But we know it's bound to happen, and that's why I want a hyped opening.
Where do we stand on if this is going to be... What have you heard recently about if this is 2 parts or not?
For some reason, recently I saw that it was just 16 episodes for the first part. And people were saying that that was 100% going to be 2 parts because they would never have just one season of 16 episodes. Like that's not even like a thing in anime, which I could be completely wrong. Let's go ahead and tell our listeners. I have only been an anime watcher for like almost 2 years now, and you for even less.
Right.
So we're kind of new to this. Even me. Like, I feel like I'm definitely more experienced than you are, but we're both new to this.
Yeah, and as far as... Especially, I mean... While you've watched a lot of anime over the 2 years, some would say a very unhealthy amount that's concerning to friends and family. There still hasn't been too much that you've watched like as it's releasing.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm so excited about. I would say the only ones that I've watched as it's releasing are Re:Zero, legitimately one show, Re:Zero.
Well, and
which
My Hero.
And My Hero, sorry, yeah, you're right. My Hero and Re:Zero are the only ones, and My Hero is just because it's a super popular one that I watched. And I don't even, to me, that one's just meh.
Whoa.
Re:Zero, bomb as fuck.
All right, but now, like you were saying, with that being said, everyone get excited because we have Chad's top 5 opening credits of Attack on Titan. He's back to the clapping. Who knows how that's going to play on the new microphones. Starting at number 5, Chaz.
Number 5, okay? You ready for this one?
Yep.
Okay, before I say it, I want you to guess which one you think my number 5 is going to be. Wow,
number 5, okay. I'm going Season 1, Part 2.
And you would be correct, my friend.
All right.
Even though it has a beautiful guitar riff and a beautiful solo.
Yep.
Okay, first off, let's say this. None of the openings are bad. Let's be honest.
Right. I would agree.
But number 5 is definitely, I feel like for most people would probably be number 5, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Beautiful guitar in it, but, you know, we'll put it down at the bottom.
So now number 4.
Number 4, Season 3, Part 2.
That's what I was going to guess. Okay, I'm
Really?
2 for 2. I'm 2 for 2.
Okay. Yeah, you know, it's not bad at all. But, you know, the whole spoiler thing, and the song is hype, but I don't like the song. Yeah.
Me too.
There you go. You just nailed it.
Thank you.
Come on, spoilers. Fuck off, Wit.
Number 3. This is the one I'm kind of struggling with.
I don't think... First off, I'll say
I think it's going to make me mad, but
you will not get the top 3 of mine. I guarantee you won't guess it properly.
I'm mad at this, but I think it's Season 1, Part 1.
You're right.
Oh, let's go!
Holy shit. Ronnie, you are on one tonight.
Yes.
My goodness. Wait, which one did you... Season 1, Part 1.
Season 1, Part 1.
Season 1, Part 1. It is so hype, okay? I know it's so hype, but it's almost so hype that it has to move down in there, okay? It's number 3.
Okay, and number 2, I'm going Season 2.
Wow! Ronnie has guessed...
Did I sweep it?
Chaz's top 5 perfectly.
I swear to God, we have not talked about this. We have not talked about this at all. I just know my guy outside of the podcast episodes, and I just swept the board 5 for 5, which of course means number 1 is
Red Swan, babe. I cannot believe you guessed this perfectly because I have had so many mixed emotions on this podcast about this. That is hilarious because we have not talked about this one time.
I know you, my guy. I know you.
But Red Swan, I have come out to say this. I know I said low-key this might be my favorite in Season 3, Part 1. I'm not even going to say that anymore. It is 100% my favorite. Little Aaron coming up to Big Aaron. Okay, especially what we see at the end of Season 3, and Big Aaron just ignoring Little Aaron, and then him just running off. Oh my, just the whole artwork and the song, like I feel like it's the biggest lead up to what's gonna happen in Season 4, which is gonna be just heartbreak. We're gonna be so heartbroken this last season. I feel like
all good points. Yeah, good top 5, Chad. If you'd like to, guys, for fun, send them in to thepodcastchronicles@gmail.com. Let's see what you guys said. But
yeah, let me know if you're just like, wow, that was a fucking shitty top 5.
I think you're underrating just that OG Season 1, Part 1. That one gets me so hyped.
But, dude, there's something about the Sasageo.
I mean, you're not wrong.
It's so... I'm going to go ahead and say this, too. I listened to all of this before I came over today.
Just to make sure your list
to make sure, and after hearing Season 2's again, I was like, I cannot put it at number 2. Cannot not put it at number 2.
All right, so what do you say we move on to some listener questions?
Let's do it.
So first, I just want to shout out, these guys didn't really have questions, but they did, what we like to see. They put themselves in our inbox, let us know that they're out there, they're listening. So shout out to Jamal and Philip, guys. Thanks for being a part of it. Hope we all have fun going on this Season 4 journey.
I like your name, Jamal.
So we've got Sabrina, all right? And you like Jamal's name?
I love it.
Anything about it, or just...
Nope, just love it.
I do like the name Jamal, but Philip, you got a cool name too, bro. I don't know why Chaz just shit all over you like that.
You're a cool guy, Philip. I know it.
How you feeling tonight, by the way? You all right?
Awesome.
You got that hoodie on, even though the last time you took your shirt off, so kind of...
Well, I need another beer, or another Truly, whatever it's called. But
you can go grab one if you want.
Yeah, will you talk to the listeners while I go? Do you have any special thing to say?
Well, I can stop the podcast, or I can talk to them. Just go grab one.
Whatever. Do whatever you want. I'm gonna go grab one.
Yeah, I'll probably just stop the podcast. It'd be kind of weird for me to fill this much airtime. And so stop it. All right, he just ran upstairs to get one. I just want to talk to him. I am holding auditions for a brand new co-host of the podcast. I just don't think Chaz is cutting it anymore. He's really getting on my nerves. He brings his mom every single time. We have to tie her to the frame of either the stair, like the staircase handle. He puts her halfway on the landing because she doesn't know how to operate stairs, so he carries her down. to the landing, and then she just stays there, but he still puts the leash on her just in case. He's just really cramping my style, so you can just send resumes to the podcast chronicles at gmail.com. And oh, hey,
what's up, guys?
I decided I was just taking care of some housekeeping stuff with the listeners.
Dude, I had to take that sweatshirt off. Shit's getting hot.
What bullshit flavor did you come back with?
Strawberry lemonade, truly hard seltzer.
Don't spill it on your laptop.
Dude, how funny was that when I almost did that? What?
This guy's so fake. You guys don't understand how mad he would. Like, we would not be... I can't stress this enough. We would not be recording. It was such an expensive laptop, and he just knocked it right. This is the first time he's ever brought it over.
You think I'm poor or something? Yeah, I am poor, buddy. How about I mentioned several times? No.
It's just...
No. We're going to get into this because the listeners want to hear it.
Yeah. How you always cry about being poor, and then you went and bought a $800 microphone and then a laptop?
Yeah, dude. How about how does Trader Joe's during Thanksgiving
Is Trader Joe's paying you that much?
Yeah. How does Trader Joe's during...
Trader Jones?
Sorry, that's my
You don't even know the company you work for.
Jones is my manager's name, okay? Dude?
I'm so sick of you.
And I worked tooth and bone to this place during Thanksgiving holidays. They made me work on Thanksgiving, dude. My mom was literally chained up all fucking day on Thanksgiving because I did not come and see her because I was at work.
It's just...
I literally gave her a bone, dude. And she just sat there, didn't even chew on it. I came back and it was a fucking clean bone.
Why would she chew on it? She's not a dog, Chad.
Fucking acts like one.
Alright, let's get into some listener questions. We've got Sabrina. So Sabrina had some great questions. She said, she started it off with...
What's her last name? Or is that too personal?
What are you doing?
Sorry.
What just happened?
I mean...
Are you drunk right now?
No, I'm not drunk.
Why? First of all, why do you need to know? Second of all, why are you trying to let all tens of our listeners know? We might have some weirdos out there.
How about thousands, dude? You didn't say that. But yeah, you're right. Sorry, Sabrina. I apologize. I do not want to know your last name. But you do. I
don't know why he said that. Just for future reference, I'll never say your last name on the air, and I'll
unless you want us to.
And no, I will not do it. And I will also not let Chaz see your last name because I don't know what he's trying to do.
Totally not trying to take you on a date.
This is why, Sabrina and others, I am in charge of the email.
Dude, will you please just let me see the emails for once?
No, you don't get to see the emails. Guys, we're getting to Sabrina's question. We have been trying to get to the segment for 10 minutes.
Love you guys.
Why do you think Ymir actually went back? Because it absolutely meant certain death, but also she kept saying she was going to keep it real because she had a second chance. So I'm struggling to fully understand her motivations. And, I mean, she clearly was deeply in love with Krista, so what do you think about that? Let's just talk about Ymir for a second.
Okay, first off, I think Krista... I think Ymir did not... She had that... She was almost like Krista. She was trying to act like she was living completely for herself, but she really wasn't. I think she knew Bert and Reiner's situation and what they were child warriors and what they were going through.
Right.
And she felt bad for them and knew exactly what they had gone through, and that's why she went back.
So obviously with Season 3 knowledge, it's pretty easy to say that Ymir, like we think, is dead. She's done for.
Yeah, I think she's got chained up and somebody ate her. Some child warrior ate her.
So, with that being said, we can expect to see some sort of new Ymir. I mean, at this point, like 99%, it should be a character we've never seen before.
Yeah.
But with that being said, like, do you think Ymir has any part to play in season? Not so much as a character, but maybe like a history. Just the fact that, here's why I'm saying that. She's named after, like, the initial founding Titan. Yeah. There's the whole backstory of, you know, she was an orphan. She lived with, like, foster parents. But obviously, whoever gave birth to her, named her, was, you know, hardcore.
I I'm going to be honest. I think she's barely going to even be talked about this next season. I think she will be mentioned, though, but I don't think it'll be much at all. I think it's going to be, you're the person that ate this person.
Yeah.
And then that new character is going to be the new Ymir.
All right. Yeah, we'll see. I mean,
maybe some memories, because you know how when they eat them, they kind of gain memories. Maybe we get some of that. Actually.
Yeah, I mean, memories and who, like, it to me, it just leaves an opportunity for this new Ymir Titan. Do we know what that Titan's called?
I think me and you just call it the Monkey Titan. Well, Beast Titan, but it acts like a monkey, right?
Yeah, I'm sure there's an official name for it. We'll learn it as season 4 goes. This is where I don't like. Normally, I feel like I would look this up, but it's just too dangerous. But I feel like maybe we could see, depending on who this new character is that has that Titan, she's got the memories of Ymir. It'll just... Don't do that.
Sorry.
Will you stop it?
Listeners, I'm sorry.
It's gross. We're not that kind of podcast. Burps are so nasty. I don't even remember my point anymore.
You're talking about Ymir, how she was your favorite character in season 2?
No, that's not what I was saying. I'm moving on to the next question. I hate you. Please send your resumes to thepodcastchronicles@gmail.com. Currently looking for a new host. This is still Sabrina. How do you think Eren will change now that everything he believed in is wrong? Do you think he will have a crisis as they begin to, quote-unquote, take back freedom?
Well, you know what I think he'll be? A depressed sack of shit.
Yeah, I gotta be honest. I am super worried about Eren.
I'm right there with you, bud.
Because he's got so much knowledge at this point. I'm sorry, I'm not a long-term animator, so I've got to go outside to use another example. If anyone watched Game of Thrones, Bran was another guy like this where he basically had, in a different form, it was like Eren with his Titan memories now, where they just know so much, so like your favorite word, cruelness of the world, that they just become a sad sack of shit. And, Eren always had that fire and that passion, and if that's gone, and now everywhere he goes, he's just like, yeah, well, we've got to do it because this is what we have to do, or it's probably not going to matter. We've got to fight the war, and I'm super worried about it.
Yeah, you can't not be worried. After seeing the last 2 episodes of season 3, you can't not be worried about
just the vibe that he had in that last episode.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't want to see too much of that because it's going to just bring the whole thing down.
Well, since we're talking about that, what is this first episode going to be? Is it going to even be like Eren? Like, do you think it's going to be focused on Eren? Or do you think Eren's just going to be, like, cast to the side for a few episodes? Like, what do you think is going to happen?
I don't think he'll be cast to the side because I don't know.
Because they have so much. I was just thinking about this. If we're going from the Warriors aspect, this is the most excited I am for season 4. I want to see Reiner, Bert, and Annie's backstory. That's the most excited I am for season 4. As lame as that sounds, I want to see how they were brought up so bad and what their reasoning was for actually being child warriors.
See, I don't think it's that tough.
You don't think it's that deep?
No, to me, it's literally just like they were Eldians. They lived in these refugee camps or whatever you said, and they just, gave these families opportunities to sign their kids up for this stuff. And if they, fought for what they were brought up to be the good people, as in the Marlians, that in a lack of a better term, it pardons their family and they get, special access as if, their family will get to live like a Marlian. And I think that's pretty much it.
What about like Reiner though? Do you think him being like a split personality, he'll probably be the most he's still the thing with Annie, she's in a crystal ball and Bert's dead,
right?
So do you think Reiner would be like a main focus, I guess, now that since he's the only one alive?
He could be. I could see him potentially having the potential to we can maybe bring him back to our side. I think so much
that
of
would be sick. I would like that.
I could see that. Because I think at this point, it's so much focused on Zeke more so than anything. That's
Okay.
what I'm
Okay.
worried about.
Now, okay,
Or not worried about,
that's what I
excited
meant.
for.
That's what I meant. Excited for. I meant Annie, Bert, Reiner, and Zeke. All four of them. I wish it just showed, even if it's just 2 episodes of how they got there. I want to see it so bad.
Because it's weird to hear how Zeke talks about his father, just in the sense that he talks like he knew him for so long and his father did him so wrong when he was still just such a little kid.
Yeah.
So I feel like him growing up, people were just constantly in his ear telling him stuff about his father, and so that's where his baseline for all that stuff comes from. So,
and also, my main thing with Zeke is him telling Aaron that he's going to come back to save him. What the fuck does that mean? I feel like that has to mean something more than what we think it does. Why would he tell Aaron he's going to come back to save him? Do you have any idea what that would mean?
well, here's the other thing. How much does all of this even matter? Because in the end, no matter what happens, we know that both Zeke, both Aaron are
gonna
dead.
die in
They're
13
dead
years?
13 years. And
Yeah.
for Aaron, it's less than 8. For Zeke, we don't even know at this point. Like, how, like, you know what I mean?
Well, I think that's the whole point of the show almost.
Which
it's just the cruelty of war and like how little it actually matters in the end. Right?
I mean, we just know that Aaron's on a clock, and I guess the whole thing is to just try and get the Eldians off the island and living in
to
fear
get the
like
fossil
that.
fuels. Because that's the whole. I guess that's the whole point of Marley right now, right? Is just to get the fossil fuels that are underneath.
Right. Well, that's what they're trying to do.
And the whole point of Grisha's side was to fight against Marley. So it was just a race to the founding Titan, right?
Well, I mean, the overall goal is to just essentially get the Eldians off of our team's side, basically.
And Grisha's whole restorationist side on Marley was just to get the founding Titan to fight off Marley, right? That was whole Grisha's
basically
goal?
just to overthrow,
Okay.
Marley's hold on the LD, I guess. So that's where, like you saying, Zeke and Aaron come in. I just don't, like, what is he, if he's coming back for him, is he coming to end his life? Is he coming to try and tell him the truth about his father?
It's so... The whole thing with Zeke where he tells Aaron that, and then he says, like, you've been brainwashed by your father. That whole thing just tripped me out. Because this whole time Zeke is killing all these people, and the way he's, like, having fun with it and talking about it, and then he says that to Aaron, it just doesn't make sense to me. I feel like there's got to be something more to that.
Yeah, we'll see. So then Sabrina said, We have met 8 of the 9 Titans. So this is, of course, the question everyone's into. What do you think the last one looks like? What special powers come with it, and what's its name?
So,
do you have any thoughts?
I obviously don't know its name, because, I mean, that's just... We don't even know the name of any of them besides Aaron's, really, right? Aaron's in the Beast Titan, like, or in the... Well, I guess we know the female Titan.
Armor Titan.
Armor Titan, Colossal Titan,
Beast Titan,
and Attack Titan.
Female Titan.
I think I said that. I could be wrong.
Well, that's one we know.
Yeah.
So basically, in reality, the ones we don't know the name of is just Ymir's and Crocodilian.
Ymir's, Crocodilian, and then the Mystery Titan that we haven't even seen
yet.
Right,
the 9th Titan that we don't know.
Because
we should have said
the Founding Titan. We know the Founding Titan.
We should have said this earlier. I personally have only watched the trailer one time.
Yeah. I meant for you to watch it a second time, but I think you got the gist of it the first time.
Yeah, my whole thinking behind that is just, I'm not one who wants to analyze these trailers, try and find, secrets or whatever. I just kind of want to let the season hit me as it hits me.
I think me and you watching it the other day was my 3rd time.
Okay.
And I definitely did not analyze it. I'll say that. I'll say this, though. Her talking about the Mystery Titan, I did see that Titan in the trailer. I never once did pause the trailer or anything like that.
It was just a very quick flash.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
So we know that Titan is like a very white character.
Right.
It's extremely white, and it slams like it's like a pole or some shit. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't even remember. I just remember seeing the flash of him, and then I was like, okay, that's it. But who knows what...
Yeah, I mean, I definitely don't know the name. I have no idea what they would even name this thing. But
I mean, at this point, to you, it should be
it's
pretty obvious
okay.
that it's going to be fighting for Marley.
It's fighting for Marley, and basically in the trailer,
we don't expect Keith Sadie's to stroll up on the scene and just tighten out to this new Titan, right?
It literally attacks. I think it's Keith Sadie's. I'm not kidding. It literally attacks Eren with a giant sword. Remember when you talked about the mega sword?
Oh, really?
I'm not even kidding. I think it attacks Eren with a giant sword.
Oh my god!
And if that's the case, your mega sword theory is the best theory of all time.
And just hilarious. I love that. Okay.
So you know what we're going to call this Titan?
The Power Ranger Titan.
The Mega Sword Titan.
Yeah, no. First of all, I'll say this too. We've been more serious in the past 20 minutes of the podcast than we've ever been before. It's because we're just really discussing the show. Don't worry, we're not going to become sticks in the mud and just by the book podcasters season 4. We can't wait to laugh at all these episodes.
Off to the end.
All right, last question from Sabrina. Where do you think they get all the injections? No way they have an unlimited amount unless they're extracting it from someone since it's spinal fluid. That is kind of what I think is probably going on.
Injecting it for someone?
I think that they've got...
Or what? Let me hear your theory.
I could see them either having just Titans on deck, just locked somewhere, and they're just constantly getting the spinal fluid from them. I don't think that it will be revealed that at some point they've only got so much spinal fluid.
I feel like it's like Hanji when she had Sonny and Bean. They literally just locked up a single Titan and they just inject the spinal fluid from him. Or they
extract it.
Yeah, extract it. And they, just continuously do that and are able to do. But that is now that I think about that, I've never really thought about that until that question. It could be, that's an interesting question because when you slice the nape to get to the spine, the Titan dies. So that's actually super interesting. Because how would you extract it without killing the Titan?
Do you have we seen them? We haven't really seen anyone extract it, right?
No, because the people of Eldia on Island Paradise, they have no idea how to do that.
So would that make you think that you have
maybe
to
they have
extract
to
it from a human? Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So maybe it is from a human Titan, which makes that even more interesting. That's actually, that's a really good question. That makes my brain churn.
How about this? Can you extract it from one of the 9 Titans?
That's what I'm assuming. Maybe even Zeke volunteered to give some of his spinal fluid.
Yeah, do we see a scene where Zeke's just... No, I'm saying, is that going to happen in season 4? We just see him chilling off to the side and they're all just...
No.
Extracting
if it's spinal fluid from the it'll be like Ymir's passer on or somebody that's not that important. I feel like Zeke's too important to just give up his spinal fluid.
All right, any more thoughts on that?
Yes. I wanted to talk about we're talking about spinal fluid. I wanted to talk about season 3 part 2 when Zeke spawns the Titans.
Right. So
okay, I had a theory. Sabrina kind of brought this up. My theory was Zeke, you know how we know in season 2 he pretty much got Connie's village.
Yeah.
He pretty much got them to turn into Titans, right? Right. My theory was Zeke had another village. Then okay, this is pretty crazy. I honestly, when she said this, I kind of turned back on my theory, but my whole thing was Zeke turned a village. He held them hostage, pretty much. He was like, I can turn into the Beast Titan and squash all of you at once if I want to. Or you can inject this into you and turn into Titans. So when after Reiner turned into the Armor Titan, I feel like he told them, he made the hostages inject themselves. And that's when he turned into the Beast Titan and all the Titans around him, the pure Titans, turned into Titans. You know what I'm talking about? The very beginning of season 3, part 2. That was my theory, is he made hostages inject themselves that were on Island Paradise. And that's how, when it looks like he spawns them, they actually inject themselves.
You're saying they're sitting there in human form? And we just don't see them?
They're sitting there in human form and they're hostages. He's pretty much like, hey, if you don't do this for me, I'll turn into the Beast Titan and just fucking clobber all of you and your family if you don't do this. Because we know he turned Connie's village into Titans.
Right. Well, we don't know that, but
we
they
don't
turn
know that,
into Titans. We don't know.
It's pretty much what is implied in the show.
I would agree with that. I don't know if I agree with that take about when they all showed up. I don't know if I've got a better thing.
I mean, I don't know I could be wrong. I'm not saying that's 100% accurate or anything.
I don't know how realistic it is that he... I mean, because if that's not it, the Beast Titan in some way can pretty much... I don't know the rules behind it, but he can teleport people or teleport Titans if that's not the case.
And, okay, and where... Since all of those people, when they turn into Titans and himself, they weren't actually outside of the walls, right? Am I correct? They were outside of the gate, not the walls.
Yeah, they're on the inner part of Walmart.
The inner part of the walls. So how did they hide from them? You know what I mean? Because it's like they would be able to see them unless they were like hidden. So it's almost like he did spawn them. Like it's a weird thing. It's definitely a weird thing.
That's a huge question coming into season 4, because
we know he has royal blood, so that could play a huge factor.
That one's a thinker. I don't even really know what to say. We could talk about it further, but I feel like we could be going down so many roads where it would be so pointless to talk about if it's not true.
I'm sure people are like, those fucking idiots.
Like, we could sit here for 10 minutes and talk about teleporting Titans, but when it's like, no, they don't teleport at all, we just look like idiots. So what do you say we get to our OG, our first feedback ever?
Let's hear it.
Our guy, Paris.
Hey.
What do you guys think of the new character designs and Survey Corps uniforms?
Love it. No, I think Mikasa with her short hair and that character design is my favorite of any of the character designs I've seen. I'll say that. Mikasa's short hair and badass in the uniform. She looks like a fucking badass woman that's ready to fuck someone up in that.
Right, so this is something we haven't even mentioned yet, but the characters are clearly aged up.
Oh, yeah, that's for sure.
So
Armin, who looks like he's aged half a year, like, I feel like that guy, he just got a haircut. That's pretty much all that happened to him. Everyone else looks like they've aged, but even him, like, being able to age half a year is huge.
So how much time do you think's passed?
I say it's got to be at least, like, 3 years to 5 years. It's got to be a few years, because if you think about it, they're all
3 to 5 years.
Yes, because they're like 15 right now. I feel like. Oh yeah. Eren, Mikasa, Armin, they're all the same age. They're 15.
And Attack on Titan's getting ready to drop some sex scenes on us, so they had to age them up 3 years.
No, I think they purposely did Eren. Okay, the way Eren acted in season 3, was he not acting like a 15-year-old? Yes, right.
Well, I would argue he's been acting like a 10-year-old since the first episode, even when he was 15.
Okay, well, I feel like if you were 15 and you went through what he went through, you would... Ronnie, you act like you're such a hard ass, but I've seen you cry multiple times. I've seen you literally cuddle up to your mom because somebody called you...
We really want to bring moms into this?
Okay, that's not... My mom is... Don't say that too loud because she'll hear you. She's right on the other side.
How buzzed are you right now?
I'm not buzzed.
Your eyes are half open and you look like you could fall asleep at any second.
I'm not, and I'm sorry for hitting your Nintendo Switch over earlier.
You were such a dirt... Yeah, you knocked my Nintendo Switch over. And you're knocking cans over.
What were we talking about?
Exactly. You know what? Hey, exactly. Do you have anything else to talk about as far as the uniforms or the character designs?
Yes. Mikasa, short hair, kind of manly. I would fucking be all over that.
Okay, so by yes, you have more. You just were going to say the same exact thing you talked about earlier.
Okay, Hanji. She's 4 years. She's 4 to 5 to 6 to 7 to 3 years older.
Oh my god! This thing is
I said 3 to 5. I'm sticking with 3 to 5. The only reason I say that they're basically young high schoolers. It looks like they're college students now. I'm sticking with that answer. Go fuck yourself, Ronnie Coleman.
All right.
Do you not agree with that though?
No, I would think. I'll say 3 years. Every one of our surviving main characters from the end of season 3, except one, is seen in the trailer. What are your thoughts?
Very interesting. I actually, you're talking about Aaron, right?
I believe that is who he's referring to.
Aaron has literally, in all of they've shown the character designs.
Right,
of
they've seen the promo pictures, stuff like that.
I don't like that. I'm not. That's kind of scaring me for season 4, showing that Aaron might be off on his own, because we know we know at the end of season 3 he started thinking on his own and did not want to tell people stuff, and he was keeping stuff to himself. That's not a good sign in any TV show when the main character starts to do that.
But, like I was saying, I think some of the characters are so strong that they've built up over 3 seasons, where if Aaron fucks off for 10 to 12 episodes and we follow Mikasa and Armin and Hanji and Levi, I'm game.
No, I'm totally game. I'm saying that's not good for him, his character.
Oh, well, him, yeah.
I feel like he might... He's going to go off the rails.
Could he...
off the rails, he's going to be a depressed sack of shit.
Depressed sack of shit. We've seen how easily influenced Aaron can be, even though at this point he's got all the memories. He saw everything that we saw in those 2 episodes with the owl. Is there any chance that Zeke gets into his mind and flips the script?
Yes, there's a chance. I personally do not think that's going to happen, but that's definitely a good theory because we know Zeke has the royal blood. The only thing is, it's going to be this whole memory paths thing. It could be a wild ride. The
coordinate and all that, how everything's connected, we could see, I mean, who knows how much the Titans can influence that. I've always said I thought that Yuri, whichever one you want to say it, was very in tuned with that part of being a Titan.
Yep.
Zeke could potentially be like that. I don't know if he can fabricate memories or it's still so little known exactly how Titans came to be. Dude. Can he show Aaron sides of it that Aaron didn't see, that show Grisha in a bad light, that show Eldians in a bad light?
So I got a better question. I got a question for you now that you say that. How big of a part does this whole memories coordinate thing play in season 4?
It's going to be huge, I think. I mean, we've seen things as far as, well, I go back to Ymir. We saw Ymir, like, in this plane of existence, like, dead.
Yeah.
Like, looking on, or it played it as if she was looking on Krista. I don't know if she actually was, or if it was so much just, like, a knowledge that she knew that she had read the note or whatever. There's that to play with. Zeke obviously has some sort of memories of his own. Like, half these Titans basically are fighting for the Marleyan side, so they've all got some sort of memories of how that side plays. It's just interesting.
And, okay, before we continue on, another reason I say this is the very last episode. Him touching kissing Historia's hand. What in the fuck is that scene right there? There's no reason for that. To me, I don't think there's a reason for that scene. I went back and rewatched this with my roommate, as I've told you, because we rewatched the end of season.
The one that's stupid one and can't name 4 characters?
He can't name 4 characters. He doesn't know what's going on, but it's somehow his favorite show.
Right.
We went back and rewatched this. Even the second... Okay, me rewatching this, I got even more confused. I was like, why are they making so much emphasis on this scene? And I want your thoughts on that.
If Aaron goes down this route I'm talking about, or if he starts having, demon thoughts or anything like that, they played it as if he was just holding her hand for a long time. To me, it was that anytime he comes in contact with her, I feel like it just ups his Titan abilities 500%.
Yeah.
And I think he just got lost in that, which made it for like an awkward scene, and like everyone was like, what's going on with that? Historia is in more danger initially than she is help, I believe. If that makes sense.
Yep. I completely agree. I think Historia is not in a good state right now with Eren. I think she thinks Eren is an innocent guy, but I think since he has the Founding Titan and him touching her almost gives the King's will, the first King's will. Maybe not because he doesn't have the royal blood, but it, kind of tunes in with him since he has the Founding Titan. But I also wanted to ask this.
Because at this point, the only thing keeping Historia safe from potentially being some sort of slave that's used for Titan powers is only Eren thinking he doesn't want to put her through that.
Thinking that. But who knows if Eren really thinks that... Like, Eren's character is a mess right now.
Yeah.
Who knows if he's even going to stick with that.
And it can be the kind of, like, he just got that taste, a little kiss on the hand, or whatever. If they hug, does he just see the true power he's capable of? When
fornicate?
Whoa, Chaz, chill out.
What the hell's going to happen if he sticks that thing inside her? Tell me that.
Well, I know one thing that probably happens.
What?
What?
Good feelings?
Yes.
Well, let's talk about that. Do you think Eren and Historia...
Oh, we're going to talk about that?
Are they shipped?
Yeah, that's the other thing. We could be completely wrong, and they're shipped. I think that's... I think near the end of the season...
that's completely wrong. We talked about that, didn't we?
Well, we did talk about... I was talking about the conversation we were just having of Eren using her in a bad way. It could go in a different direction, and he never goes down that path, and he is just like him and Historia are shipped, and they fight for the good, and there's other drama that happens.
Well, okay, you saying fight for the good. Sorry, I'm getting so sidetracked right now, but I want to talk about this.
Well, yeah, you're drunk as shit.
Is this the good, though? How do we know what Grisha said is even the true history?
Yeah, I mean, we don't. It's just...
Okay.
You don't look like a good guy when you got a guy like Mr. Gross and you're just injecting people and turning them into these demons. So, but we don't know, but I also feel like we kind of know.
I feel like this storyline though is just so deep and so fucked that we really don't know if the history that Marley said that they actually used eugenic cleansing and all that shit. The Eldians. We don't know if that's true or not. They maybe they did, maybe they didn't. But this story is so deep that the truth. It's just like the owl said. The truth of the world is that there is no truth.
Right.
No one fucking knows.
You got anything else on that stuff?
Yes. I love you guys.
Okay. Pariston hits us up with. So obviously we're going to be entering an entire new world and story. What are you guys most looking forward to in this new and final era of AoT?
The Crocodilian. I want to see who's controlling that bitch.
Yeah, the Crocodilian Titan's very interesting to me. To me, as I want to see... We've seen the Titans on near the walls where it's just 2-story buildings... I want to see Titans in cities. I want to see Titans... Skyscrapers, I want to see them falling off buildings. They get on top of buildings, stuff like that.
I want to see... Okay, I've got one after you finish.
I just want to see crazy stuff with the Titans, if that makes... They upped them in Season 2. Season 3, they upped them again. And I just want to see that continued progression of just Titans doing crazier and crazier things... And with just a new playground to do it. Apparently one's got a sword from what you're saying, making my Megasword theory
I think it's
come true.
A Megasword, dude. If this is the Megasword Titan, if they actually call it that, I will lose my shit.
It'll be bad for me because that'll be such a hot theory, or such a sick prediction.
People think that you've
People be like, wow, this guy's Googled stuff.
Yeah.
This guy's read all the mangas. And then we'll be canceled and this podcast will go nowhere.
The Megasword Titan. That'd be so sick.
The good news is I think I'm in a pretty safe boat with it not being called the Megasword Titan.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not called the Megasword. That's pretty lame. It's even lame for you to say that. But I was going to say I'm super excited for Annie. I want Annie to get out of her crystal. The fact that she's not out of it yet, come on. It's got to be happening in Season 4,
yeah,
right?
Great point. Yes, how do you think that... I think they keep her in the crystal. So okay,
I really don't know. I couldn't tell you.
at this point, it just seems like their numbers are so bad. Like, what?
Marley is fucking up hard. They've lost... Okay, first off, they gave the Colossal Titan to the Eldians.
Right.
Annie is in a crystal. She can't do anything.
Yep.
Ymir's Titan, well, they got it back, but it's a new Titan, right? They basically gave away Ymir's Titan, and now they're having to form a newbie. Whoever this newbie is. That's number 3. So they've got the Beast Titan, the Megazord Titan, the Crocodilian, and who else? Is that it?
Mm-hmm.
They have 3 Titans. How crazy is that?
Well, no. They have 4.
What's the 4th?
Beast, Armored.
Beast? Oh,
Ymir Titan.
I didn't say Reiner.
Yeah.
I forgot Reiner lived. That's Reiner's crap. I forgot about that
He's
guy.
Still out
so
there.
Lucky.
And
so they have the arm. But
speaking of
Reiner, he is so fucked up in the head. Is he really even like an asset?
I mean, who knows? He's got, the Beast Titan there and Zeke to sway him back in the right way. Gail, she wrote in and just wanted to express how much of a crush she has on Reiner with his new beard.
Oh, so Reiner has a new beard. That's exciting.
Yeah. It can't be as good as Zeke's, right?
Well, or as good as mine. Have you seen mine recently?
I mean, really weird time for you to bring up.
Huh?
Just...
Okay, guys, send feedback to thepodcastchronicles@gmail.com. I will send you a picture of my beard. Not my face, but my beard.
I can't express this enough. You don't want to do that. It's not that great. He's drunk. If you guys email him...
I'm not drunk. I'm just awesome.
This guy got drunk off 2 truly hard seltzers. It's unbelievable. If you guys send that stuff in, he'll be like, wait, did I say that? I'm like, yeah, listen to the podcast. And he'll be like, I can't do that.
thepodcastchronicles@gmail.com.
But yeah, they've still got Reiner too.
Okay, but that guy doesn't count. Does he not really halfway count because he's so fucked up in the head?
He counts because even in we've seen him fucked up in the head, and he still was making trouble.
That's true.
But
okay, you are right. The reason I say you're right is because the only reason they legitimately fucked him up with the Thunder Spears is because he had no idea that the Thunder Spears existed.
Now he knows of the Thunder Spears, and don't get me wrong, I still think he's a potential switch teams. But I think it's foolish to say he's not a threat. I think initially he is coming for...
Dude, what? Okay. I really hope we get his backstory. I am super excited about that. He's one of my favorite characters in the show. I know I didn't even mention him in my Season 3 Part 2 because he didn't do much besides fight. But I feel like he has to have, as fucked up as he is in the head, he has got to have a good backstory. Come on.
We'll see. We also got another guy writing in who's new. His name's Tomas, I believe. He's from the UK.
Okay.
No, I believe
Thomas.
It's Tomas. What do you think, Thomas?
Well, if it's Tomas, change it, bro. Because us in the US, we don't say that shit. We say Thomas.
You bet. He's drunk. Don't listen to him. I don't know if it's Thomas or Tomas. I like it either way. He asks, which characters do you think are most likely to die in Season 4? He says he thinks for him, Connie and Armin are fucked.
Okay, so we're going to go in the death pool now?
So, is Travis back yet? Because we had a funny idea for this. Maybe we'll put a pin on this and we'll come back to it right at the end. Because you said you had some stuff written down. Do you want to pull that up and see what we haven't covered? I feel like we've
covered a lot.
We had some good questions. We've covered a lot, but
let's talk about Raphael's manga panel.
Okay, yeah,
I've got that written down right here. Raphael.
Raphael sent us a. You want to break it down? Or you want me to break it down?
I'll break it down.
Okay, go for it.
Cool. Raphael, he sent us a cool manga panel from Season 1, Episode 1, and it involves Eren and Mikasa.
Well, so it came from the manga. It was not in Season 1, Episode 1. Is the point.
Oh, okay, you talk about it then, because I'm kind of confused now.
In Season 1, Episode 1, we start off with Eren and Mikasa.
That's what I meant. It's in the manga.
Yeah, I just didn't want...
First chapter. Sorry, I said that wrong.
Right. It's not in the show.
It's not in the show.
If it were to be in the show, it would have been in Season 1, Episode 1.
But you can break it down. You go for it.
And so... I'll pull it up real quick.
Yeah, you go ahead and pull it up. Because I do like how... Because there is some of it in Season 1, Part 1. Or Episode 1. But not much.
Yeah, so basically it's just the quick... It's Aaron... Or it's Mikasa being there as Aaron wakes up. He kind of had that memory flash. He talks about how he's waking up, and it felt like it was like the longest dream ever. And when he does that, he says, he's like kind of waking, he's groggy, he looks at Mikasa and says, "When did your hair get so long, Mikasa?"
Okay, and as we know, in the trailers we've seen, her hair is super short. And that is a mindfuck. Because that means that literally memories have been stored in 10-year-old Aaron.
Right. Because we know when we first came across Mikasa and her and Aaron got hooked up because her parents were dead, she had long hair then. When we start in Season 1, she got long hair, then she cuts it, and now she's going even shorter.
Now she's going super short in Season 4 is what it looks like. And that's a mindfuck, dude. That just means that 10-year-old Aaron... I will go ahead and say this, Raphael. You made me rewatch Season 1, Episode 1, and I had to see what happened. Did you rewatch that?
No.
Okay. Season 1, Episode 1, Aaron says he woke up from the longest dream ever.
Right.
That recalls back to when, in the episode that day, Season 3, Episode 20, he wakes up in the jail cell.
Mm-hmm.
And
jail cell.
And says, sorry, I'm from Georgia, folks. I'm pretty country. But,
comes out when he's drunk off 1.5 Trulies.
That's not true, guys. I've drinking at least 2 Trulies.
Trulies?
But the guy says that. What am I even talking about? You distracted me.
You were talking about Season 3, Episode 20.
Yes, Aaron says that he woke up from the longest dream ever. And is when he saw all of Grish's memories. He says that in Season 1, Episode 1. And in Season 1, Episode 1, in the flashes of his memory, is Hannes getting eaten by the female Titan. Or by the smiling Titan.
Right.
So, he literally dreamed about something that happened in Episode 12 of Season 2.
Yeah.
That's pretty fucking nuts.
That's crazy. I mean, it goes right back to into Season 3, Episode 21, where the owl says, you gotta do this to protect Armin and Mikasa, or however it was worded. But
that was such a mind. How did you feel after seeing that the first time?
I mean, it definitely just opened up the doors wide open.
Yeah.
So do you think he means when he says that?
Mm-hmm.
Is that just overall because we know how much of a bond they share, or is there going to be a specific moment where both Mikasa and Armin, just the two of them, are in some sort of perilous situation and Aaron has to save him?
Overall, I think it reminds me of Steins Gate. The way this whole time travel thing is set up right now, it is. I don't know if you haven't seen Steins Gate, but if any listeners have seen Steins Gate, they send D-mails in the past. It's like text messages, like short bursts of memories, pretty much in the past. That is what it reminds me of, because Aaron, if we look at Season 1, Episode 1, he just gets glimpses of memories, and one of the memories happens to be Hannes being eaten. But it's like, I feel like if it was more potent than that, it would have shown us in the first 3 seasons Aaron receiving more information.
So when you went and looked back, was there not any sort of quick flashes that have not been accounted for?
No.
Okay.
Not to me.
All right.
I could be completely wrong, but it looks like everything that was there.
The only other thing that with these panels is there's just like a black panel with the numbers 845.
You had no fucking clue what that means. No idea. Raphael, you got us on that one, dude.
So I don't know if that's like a manga thing.
Yeah, that might be a manga thing where it's just like 8:45 a.m. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it could be. I don't, because it is kind of weird how like neither one of them talk about it.
Because
so I don't know if that's a thing or not.
I've literally only read Stone Ocean manga of JoJo's, and no one has emailed us about JoJo's. I'm a little upset about that, but it's all good.
Please don't. It's getting funnier and funnier every week that goes by.
And it's not, because Ronnie, literally all he does is play NCAA 14, and he has no fucking life, and he doesn't watch any other animes. Game. And fuck that guy.
Okay, well, after you're done unnecessarily shitting on me, do you have any other notes you want to go over?
Let me look.
How about this? Oh. There's still Titans in the wall. They've not broken out yet. The walls have not come down. It feels, correct me if I'm wrong, to me it feels as if the Eldians from Paradise, what do you call it?
Oh, it's Paradise, but you can call it Paradise because it's Japanese. It feels like they take the fight to the Marlians. Yeah. The way the trailer's set up, yes. It looks like that, at least. I could be completely wrong. I feel like they take the fight to... You're saying the Eldians take the fight to the Marlians, right?
That's what it seems like to me. And I don't know. That's where time jumps, stuff like that. I don't know where it comes in. Because we've got... I mean, they don't have boats. So, there's going to have to be some sort of explanation of...
You're right about that.
Boats to get over there in the first place.
Yeah, you're right. That is a very good point. It looks like in the trailer that they're not on the island, right? Am I correct me if I'm wrong?
I mean, I don't know. To me, it just feels like it's been taken elsewhere. And here's Paris talking about entire new world, new story, and I just don't know what that means for them build. Maybe it was just a one-off thing of, there's Titans in the wall. It's just world building for Paradise Island, but they've just talked so much about how these Titans the walls are going to come down. These Titans are going to flatten the world. So is there
there's got to be significance, right?
Can we get those Titans to fight for us if Aaron has Historia so he can control these Titans? Do we just see a bunch of
why? Okay, so the founding. Okay, going back to that episode then, since you brought that up, the founding Titan said that he would release millions of Titans in the walls. The fact that he said millions, though, is pretty crazy because. Okay. This is actually... I'm going to go super deep on this.
Go for it.
Season 1, the miner. Okay? This is going really deep. The miner said he dug underground and could not, get past it. There was Titans basically underground. We know there's Titans in the walls. That means that there's Titans even underground, which almost doubles the amount of Titans that are actually in the walls because they're also underground, is how I took it.
Well, then speaking of underground, that's also where, because the whole thing the Marlians want to do right now is to get the fossil fuels that are on Paradise Island, so for them to for the fight to be anywhere else other than that doesn't seem to make sense, but that's just kind of how I feel. I don't know.
But I do see what you're saying about the whole releasing the Titans. Because then the owl says that was just a mere threat, that it wasn't actually going to happen. He does say that in episode 21, so I don't fucking know, dude. That's a good question.
Yeah, I mean, but even if it's a threat, we've seen a Titan in that we've got a quilt over it as we speak.
They're definitely in there. You're right. They definitely exist.
Doesn't seem like an empty
will they
threat.
Do something? We don't know.
Yeah, I mean, because right now it seems like they'd just be mindless Titans. I mean, that's where...
But big mindless Titans. They're, colossal sized.
Right. And that's where... Is there some sort of fight of, Aaron and Historia trying to control these Titans while Zeke's controlling these Titans?
That would be insane. Or if Zeke is actually on Aaron's side, because he said he's coming back to save him. This whole thing is just so fucked.
It's banana sandwich, dude.
Well, why... I keep going back to this, but why does Zeke say that? There's got to be something to that. Do you not think anything deeper than just him, maybe lying to Aaron and saying he's coming back to save him?
The whole idea of Reiner and all of them over there was to get the coordinate. Aaron's the coordinate. So Zeke saying, I'm coming back for you.
But he's saying he's going to save him,
Yeah, but
he's
that's...
not saving him, right? He's literally just getting him...
Well, saving him from the wrong side. saving him from fighting for the wrong side, saving him from his father's memories, anything like that.
Would Zeke just eat him? Would Marley get Zeke to eat him since he has royal blood and they know that? Or do they even know that Zeke has royal blood?
They shouldn't.
They shouldn't?
They shouldn't outside the fact that Zeke knows he can control Titans, because that was the whole thing with the owl saying, if these Marlians knew that Dinah, should be Dina, had royal blood, they would just be using her as like a damn breeding cow. So if they know it, it's because Zeke's told them now, and who even knows if Zeke knows that he can control these Titans because he has royal blood.
That's true.
This is where the worries start to come in. There's so many questions that feel like they need to be answered, and I just don't know if we're going to get them all answered.
But that's what makes this show so good.
It's what makes the show so good, but it's also, I feel like, why all the manga readers are like, I don't know if they can do this right with just one more season. Now it makes me feel a little bit better than it sounds like if part 1's 16 episodes, then
part 2, if it can be a total of 30 episodes, I think for sure that it can finish it. I do like how every season it's like you get a lot of questions answered, but then you get way more questions at the same time. I feel like that show is so good at doing that. It's like as soon as you get so many questions answered, you just get, twice the more questions asked.
Yeah. What else do you have in your notes?
All right, let me look. I've also got... Okay. Well, I think we've kind of talked about this. I was going to say, which side do you think... How quickly do you think war will start? We said it's kind of... We think it's going to be about like 5 years in the future, right? 3 years?
Yeah, I feel like the war's got to start pretty quick, because like what else do they have to do?
Marley's got to be freaking out right now. Like we said, a lot of the Titans are under control of Eldia now. Including
really, nothing has really changed outside of the fact that they now have the Colossal Titan.
And Annie's under control. She's just in a crystal ball.
Right, but that's been going on for a few seasons now,
but that's really only been like 4 months. Right.
Well, no, because then
it's been 4 months in a year.
Right, because it jumped. Yeah.
But like 4 months.
And then later, who knows? Let me ask you this: not so much about when the war starts. Do you think when we start season 4, that's the time jump, or are we still going to see Aaron and the others still 15, 16 for a while? Then a time jump.
I think that's the time jump.
You think right off the jump time jump?
Yeah, most anime does just a straight up time jump.
So if that's the case, then it goes back to what I said, where they would have had Annie for a long time, because whatever time jump they have, Aaron, Annie should still be.
Yeah. And if Annie does get out of her crystal ball, is she the same age?
Yeah.
Dude, that's a weird... Yeah. There's so many questions. That's about all I have, though, in my notes.
Yeah. Well, because we're talking about who's going to bring the fight to who. Depending on the episodes, like, it could be both. Like, the Marlians could still come towards... I think Paradise Island, and then the retreat, and then we go over there. Like, it could be a bunch of different...
I think Eldia brings it to Marley.
I do too. I feel like we're going to make the time jump. We're going to see, the garrison, the military police, all these people are on board because Zachary's on board at this point. We've got ships built, and we go for it. And then
Aaron's something important has to happen with Aaron. And this time jump. Do you know what I mean?
So
I think Aaron legitimately has been touching Historia in a non-sexual way. He has been touching her multiple times. And because it seems like every time he touches her, something crazy happens.
That's why we're so in the dark. Like, we could join up, and her and Aaron are in a 2-year relationship.
But I feel like every time he fornicates with her, or even just, gives her a little...
Definitely don't say fornicate.
Gives her a little tap on the back. He gets a crazy memory / I mean, fuck if we know, dude. That thing at the end of season 3 was insane.
So you're on the train of Aaron is definitely going off on his own. That's why we didn't see him in the trailer. Yeah. Not just because they're trying to hide something about him.
There's no way they're trying to hide anything. He's off on his own.
Okay.
Why else would they not show him? I mean, come on.
All right. Any other notes?
The last note I have is that Hanji looks like the sexiest 36-year-old you've ever seen in your life.
All right, so good note. Hey, Travis!
Yo,
Trav!
Travmania.
You want to grab the stool that's behind that couch?
Guys, we've got a rendition of Johnny Cash's.
Just pop a squat right here.
All right. Wow, guys, we've got a special guest
This is
today.
a big moment. The first ever guest on the AoT Chronicles. We got Travis. Trav, how the hell are you?
I'm doing great, guys. Thanks for having me tonight.
Trav,
welcome, bud.
would you like to share your experience with Attack on Titan?
I've watched 0 minutes of Attack on Titans, so it's very fitting that I'm here tonight.
Yeah, so we thought it'd just be a great opportunity. We're getting ready to go through our death pool for the characters of which characters we think are going to die. And just since me and Chaz are so awful at this entire podcasting thing, this entire professional show watching thing,
I've got to urinate.
we thought,
Huh?
What'd you just happened?
Keep going.
What'd you say?
I said I've got to urinate.
All right,
But I'm going to keep going with this podcast.
let me set it up and then we can take a pee break too, because I
Okay.
kind of got to do it too. But I was setting something up and you kind of said that. We thought it'd be great if you went through the death pool with us, not knowing anything about these characters. We're going to have you go first on every single one of them.
Okay.
And if you beat...
But wait, he doesn't know any of the characters. How's he supposed to say them?
I'm going to tell him the character
Okay.
names, and he just has to say, oh yeah, that sounds like someone who's... And we will see if he can beat me and Chad in this experiment. We're going to take a real quick break, and we'll be right back. For you guys, it won't be anything. It'll be done now. All right, and we're back. So, for some reason during that break, Chad got another Truly. Travis, I don't think you are aware. Chaz is buzzed off his ass right now.
Dude, did you not grab another Truly for yourself?
Off 2 hard seltzers.
You've had one Truly.
I've had one Truly.
Wow, I've had 2.5, bud.
Hey, catch up, bitch. Before we get into this, Travis, do you have any stories you want to tell about me or Chaz? Chaz or I. Sorry, I'm not even a political speaker.
Yeah, you dumb shit.
I'm trying to think of any good ones that...
Yeah, I mean, it's fine if you don't, because let me tell you, I really put you on the spot there.
Yeah. Can't think of any at the moment.
All right.
We might tune in with a story later on, and then later on while you have me on here.
All right, so let's go ahead and get into this. Let's go ahead and start with just kind of our characters. Aaron.
That's really cool of you to do that.
I'm sorry, guys. I know you are both brothers, and it's not acceptable. It's okay.
It's so gross.
Our listeners respect burps. They don't respect farts.
It's fucking gross. And not to mention, you talked about 2 episodes ago.
Yeah,
how
I did talk about it.
About how no one respects a seltzer burp, but a water burp's classic.
Oh, an H2O burp? No, dude. Because that's the only thing you drink is H2O, and that's the lamest shit I've ever heard.
Well, you said it, so sorry, buddy. Aaron. Travis, do you think Aaron's going to make it out of Season 4?
Aaron with an E, definitely not making it out of Season 4.
No, okay.
I actually think that's a great guess. I think Aaron will die as well.
I, too, am going to land in that pool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Poor guy. So are we just doing... Do we want to say who we think is going to die first as well? Yeah, I think we should. Because I've got a hot take on that.
Okay, we'll go ahead and start.
Do you want me to say the hot take?
Yeah.
I think Sasha / Connie, them being such side characters, either one or both are definitely dying first, and not even a question to me. I think maybe even both of them die at the very beginning of Season 4.
So you're kind of playing on a seesaw over there, buddy. Which one do you think?
I don't know. Sorry, I feel like they're the same. Are they not the same? Sasha and Connie? Are they not the same person?
I'll say this. For some reason, Connie seems to just stick around. Travis, what do you think? Connie.
Dude, Connie's going to slip through this one. She's going to make it all the way through season 4.
She is.
Nailed it. Connie is a guy. So you said they're going to make it through season 4?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think both of them die at the same time.
Absolutely.
I agree with you. You're saying dead.
Both of them dead, yep.
All right. And for any of these that you feel like you know how, or like you have a take on how they're going to die, you can say it.
Okay, they get fucking trampled, dude. They get fucking squashed.
All right.
That's what happens to them.
So, what about you, Trav? Sasha?
Oh, yeah. Sasha's good as gone.
Why do you say that?
Just, I mean...
Have you said anyone's going to make it yet?
Yes, I said that Connie was going to make it.
Sorry.
Hey, how about you pay attention to your own podcast?
Seriously.
Dude,
he's so
wow.
drunk.
I get fucking hammered by Ronnie every day, and now Travis, his brother.
Now we're playing a little 2v1 because
Travis's brother.
Yeah, you just...
How about we clue in?
You're too drunk on that hard seltzer.
Wow.
There's like 8 of us in front of you right now. You just dazzled.
You know what? Catherine and Paris and everyone else that listens to this podcast, they don't like you because I'm choosing for them.
Because I'm choosing... Yeah, you're right, dude. He definitely just won Paris' heart out by giving Paris a shout-out, which is a guy, by the way.
All right, I'm going to say that. Mikasa. Okay, Travis, say the name I just said.
Mikasa.
Nice. Alive or dead?
Nah, Mikasa's not making it through this one.
Ooh, okay.
I'm going with she's one of the very few that actually live in the end.
Okay. And I agree. I think she'll make it. I hope she makes it.
I do too, because she's a beautiful lady.
How about...
She's 19 now, and that's totally age enough for me. Anything over 18 is perfectly fine.
And how about her shipping partner, Jean?
Jean, they both make it. They have a kid at the end. That's my take. They have a baby kid at the end.
All right, and
his
Travis,
and then his name is Aaron.
So,
okay.
So hold on here. This is definitely I definitely know this is a test for Chad over there. Is season 4 the last season of Attack on Titans? Just a test for you, because I definitely know.
Good test.
I'm gonna guess and say yes, not because they've said that this is gonna be the last season, but because of my guess.
Because of my guess. Oh yeah, dude. What'd you say this asshole's name is? That's spelt like Jean.
It's pronounced Jean.
Jean.
Oh yeah, Jean's gonna die, and Mikasa is gonna be way upset about it.
All right.
Okay.
How about Travis? His name, believe it or not, is Armin Arlert.
Armin Arlert. Nah, dead for sure.
Okay, good call. Chad?
Well, according to Travis, Mikasa's the only one alive at the end of the show.
So
no,
he said Mikasa dies. Right now, Connie is the sole survivor. Connie is literally, he's the end game of this entire...
Actually, I respect the hell out of that. If Connie is the only guy alive at the end of the show, I will love this show. This is my favorite show ever. But I will say that, who are we just talking about?
We're talking about Armin.
Armin Arlert, he's going to live. Because he's the narrator in the beginning of the season. You don't have the narrator die.
Oh my! You know what?
The narrator die.
Chad, you made one good point all night. That was it. I was gonna say he dies, but you said that, and no, he's not gonna die. He's the narrator. Great point. All right, let's get into the squad leaders here. How about Levi Ackerman, Travis?
Dude, they're so dead. Levi's first squad died. This is so dead.
Whoa! How did you know that, Trav?
Are you listening to our podcast behind our back?
I think he is.
I'm just a big AoT fan.
I kind of agree with Travis here, though.
You think he's gone?
I think he'll make it close to the very end, and he'll do some sacrificial.
Listen, this isn't even fun. Me and you are so on the same page at this point. It's not even funny. I agree. He's going to do some sort of sacrificial thing. Where he's been the one. He's been the only one alive so many times in his sad, companionships, and finally he's going to just like. He's done with it. Yeah. He's sacrificing himself.
Because it's like everyone sacrifices themselves for him.
Yeah.
So he's finally going to do it for everyone else.
All right.
Probably Connie.
And then Travis, this is Chad's guy, or Chad's woman. Chad's, well, it's open for interpretation. Hanji.
Well, she's my woman. She's got the fattest boobs ever, and it's so nice.
That's just not even true. It's like he doesn't even watch anime. She's actually quite petite.
She is, but
that doesn't mean anything in anime.
Her attitude, dude, is just she would chain me up.
She's dead.
Fook me in the
arse.
Okay, did you say she's dead?
Yeah, she's dead.
If she's dead, I am not watching this show. I will say that. Put that on the pod.
He said that a couple times. This guy, how stupid does he look? I wish we did a video podcast.
Does that look stupid?
This isn't going to work great on podcast. You look like this when you're talking. Like, your eyes are half closed. And you
if I look as stupid as you look with your stupid hair right now.
Oh my god, my hair is flowing. I'm growing it out.
Well, you know what, Hanji? I'm going to say this. She dies. You know how she dies? She literally gives it her all. And everyone's like, wow, Hanji, you're the man. You're the woman. We don't know. You're the whatever.
In honor of season 4, most people growing their hair out. I'm growing mine out too. I'm just letting it loose.
I just got a buzz cut, guys.
I'm not, after last week when you said you would not get a buzz cut. I would not
until 300 followers. I said, fuck that. We got 100. I'll do a buzz cut right now.
And we are not at 300 followers, so...
But I did get a buzz cut. If you guys would love to see my buzz cut, please email us at thepodcastchronicles@gmail.com.
Really weird how you just keep offering up people pictures of your body hair.
Well, I mean...
Travis, is not the first time that's happened this episode.
Dude, Hanji's got to be one of my favorite Titans.
Thank you, Travis.
I'm saying...
She's a great Titan.
How about that? Hanji, could she turn into a Titan? She loves them that much.
Nah. She wants to fuck the Titans, not be one.
I'm saying Hanji doesn't die. I want to live in a world where she gets to be... of course, who even knows?
I say she dies. The only reason I say she dies is because I'm in love with her so much. She's got to do something courageous. And I love courageous women. I love brave, strong women that are just so strong that they just overtake you.
Okay. Half of our podcast is just him saying stuff like that about Hanji. Let's actually get Travis's take here on Hanji.
She's so fucking hot.
Okay, let's just keep talking.
Okay, show me a picture of Hanji.
So basically,
please.
if you want me to describe Hanji,
this one's for you, Jamal.
She's got beautiful eyes, beautiful glasses.
I've got my email picked up. And Jamal just got another shout out by Travis just sneaking a peek on there.
You're welcome, Jamal. Told Travis to say that. So basically, Travis, before he pulls that up, Hanji is just a beautiful woman.
This is Hanji.
Dude, this is exactly what I would imagine Hanji.
You had a picture in her head.
Hold on.
Whenever I picture Hanji, she's got me just handcuffed to a fucking bed.
Oh, yeah? Is that right? She looks like the kind of woman to do that based off the picture I'm looking at right here.
Who do you think that is?
Stop
cheating.
I gotta look at the names.
Armin or
No, it's funnier if you can't look at the names. Who do you think that is?
That's Levi.
Look, did it say it on there somewhere?
Wait, is that actually Levi? I said Levi solely for the fact that his squad, it was like a squad that died. I was like, oh, it's a squad. That's no way that's a person.
It's one of the American names you could remember.
I just remember Levi's first squad dying.
All right, have I missed anyone big? I do want to ask, of course, about our guy Keith
no,
Sadie's. Are we ever seeing Keith again?
Fuck yes. Dude, Keith, there's no way we don't see Keith again. The dude's still alive. Think
He's
about
so
that.
dead.
Think about that guy. He's bald and he's still alive. How crazy is that shit that Keith motherfucking Sadie's is alive in the TV series Attack on Titans? You ever thought about that?
Couldn't agree more. It's just Attack on Titan. Don't know why you said Titans like Travis made the fool's errand of earlier. You've done
Shingeki no
don't.
Kyojin.
It doesn't work good when you do that. That's gonna be way too loud.
No, it's not. My
Yeah.
podcast listeners love that.
Yeah, it is.
And by the way, Ronnie, Keith Sadie's, I'm going to go out and say this. I'm going to put it on a limb. He's going to have a 3/4 of a major part in season 4.
All right.
like
Okay,
that?
we gotta wrap this thing up. Chaz is just. He's drank so much Trulies. He's not making sense. He's just saying the same thing
Okay.
over and over again.
No, Keith
No,
Sadie's
hey,
gonna have a big
shut
part.
up.
He's going to have a big part. Keith
Okay,
Sadie's.
he's gonna have a big part. Great. Travis, do you think he will be in season 4?
He's dead.
So he's gonna be in it and he's gonna die.
Okay, well, Travis is a dumb fuck.
And of course, Keith Sadie. Yeah, you are a dumb person because Keith Sadie's has
It's
all
the best character in the series.
Yeah, he's got more skills than all the characters combined.
He's lived off 3 hours of sleep in the past 3 years.
He will become the king in the end.
Raphael understands that Keith
Oh.
is dead.
Raphael's all about the podcast, so he definitely deserves a shout out. Good call there.
Hey, Raphael, thanks for the manga. I would like to say that. Thank you for the manga send-in. Because, okay, Ronnie, I'm going to come out and say this, Raphael.
Oh my god, here we go.
Ronnie was like, I'm kind of confused by this. And I said, Ronnie, listen up, bud. We need to read this manga, these manga panels, because there's some important stuff here.
All right, we've got to end. You are so bad. Oh my god. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if this last "Are they alive or are they dead?" segment didn't pan out exactly what I wanted to. Chaz is just a little bit too far gone, and Travis doesn't know the show. Why we thought it'd be a good idea to bring him on, I just don't even know.
It's been a delight to be here.
Hey, Travis. Travis.
Thanks for having me.
I heard myself today.
If you got any more hot takes, or once again, if you got a hot take about
Get the guitar. Get the guitar. Guys.
If you've got a hot take about season 4, episode 1,
Hey,
email
guys.
it. Stop for a sec. I will let you do it if you just shut up. I'm trying to plug our actual podcast.
Fuck our podcast.
If you have a take about season 4, episode 1, email it to thepodcastchronicles and maybe we'll read it on air. That is if we're not canceled. Okay, I gotta wait. Here, I'm setting it up and then I'm leaving because I don't want to be any part of this. Travis plays guitar. I'm so sorry, but if you want to turn off now, please do. This is gonna be so bad. I'm leaving. I'll talk with you guys next time. See ya.
Alright, guys.
This is Travis and Chaz. Hurt by Johnny Cash.
If you like Johnny Cash, please tune in.
Okay, 1 second here. Messed that one up a little bit.
This is gonna be deep. This reminds me of Attack on Titan season 3, part 2. Alright, 3, 5,
3,
4,
5, yeah.
3, 2, 1.
I don't know why I messed this up. I'm so scared.
Guys, it's coming up soon. Travis is getting a little nervous on camera.
I guess so.
Where if you got the cameras facing him.
Alright, we're good.
Alright, here we go, guys. I hurt myself today to see. I focus on the
Can we do knocking on heaven's door instead?
No, keep going. It turns out it's working.
It's working.
The only thing that's real, the needle tears all the old familiar face. I remember everything. What have I become? My Swedish fish. Everyone I know goes away in the end, and you can have it all. My empire of dirt, I will let you down. Ronnie, Travis, and Chaz will make you hurt. Thanks for tuning in, guys, to thepodcastchronicles@gmail.com, at the AoT Chronicles @gmail.com. And Ronnie's here to finish us off.
Peace.
Peace.
Hated that.